Good morning, everyone. So, in last class, what we discussed, can anyone tell? Last class, we saw IoT applications only. What were those applications? They were on agriculture. We saw two applications. One was on smart irrigation. Another was on what? Yes, another was on what?
Greenhouse control.
Greenhouse control.
Greenhouse control. So today again we will continue with the second chapter, that is domain specific IoT, your 11th session on IoT applications in industry. Okay. So can you tell me what are the applications in industry, how we can use IoT in industry? What is industry? Can you tell me? Yes. What is industry? Can you people tell me? Yes. You know about industry, right? What it is called in Kannada? Yes. What is this industry called in Kannada? Yes, you only don't know. What is industry? Yes. Somewhere, some machine in industry. What at least what all will be there in the industry? Some machines will be there. Some people will be working. Okay, to manufacture something. Okay. So what is the main thing in the industry? You will be having machines. So how IoT can be used in industry is you can use the this in IoT to test the machines. That is to prevent the spoilage of machine. If machine spoils, what will happen? Yes, if machine spoils, what will happen? Full industry work will stop. So before only, if you identify the this problem in the machine and then get it corrected, it is called prognosis. Okay, prevention is called prognosis. After the machine fails, okay, to identify what is the problem, if we try to do that, it is diagnosis. Remember two words: diagnosis and prognosis. Diagnosis means after failure has occurred, you will try to correct. Prognosis means before the problem has occurred, okay, you will try to prevent. So that is one application we'll see, and then next one is indoor air quality. Okay, so when you in your industry, many times poisonous gases will be there, and if it is not controlled, there will be health hazard to the employees. So using IoT, we can also see are the level of poisonous gases are in particular limit. If it is not, what you can do is you can take the appropriate precaution before some health hazards might occur. So before I start the topic, let's see what is the future of industry using IoT. Okay, so just a video I'll share. Just let's see what is the future of IoT. That is future of industry using IoT.
Wasn't a big thing at all. What if it's part of little things all working out? Your business is part of a global phenomenon, the Internet of Things, connecting people, products, and communities all across the world. From manufacturing, critical public utilities, to the shipping of goods. Smart technology has ushered it's Splunk adopting the revolution of the growing number of internet-connected devices and sensors. It's easy.
See how they are using it in industry.
Transformative, data-driven approach that shifts your business lens from reactive to predictive, preventive industrial operations. How does Splunk make this possible? Splunk lets industrial controls, SCADA systems, operational technology systems, sensor data, and human data to search and analyze information. Into the hands of people that need it most, the engineers of the factory floor. The asset hierarchies of your industrial assets. Set personalized alerts. So you can predict and prevent imminent outages outages without affecting production downtime. Splunk real-time monitoring and predictive analytics help drive plant performance, improve quality quality, and reduce equipment downtime. The IoT revolution is here. Join millions of users around the world. Think of the future of industrial operations, machine data, and Splunk.
Okay, so can anyone tell what you saw in the video? Yes, did you understand the video? See, he was telling you how the IoT can change the industry. So using the IoT, okay, many sensors will be there that you can attach to the machines. Using that sensors will be there means you'll get lots of data. And if you have lots of data, what you will do? Yes, if you have lots of data, what you can do? What you can do, lots of data means you can analyze and get to know better about the machine. Even see what AI is doing. We have AI these days. What is the main thing these days is your data. If we have data, we can analyze anything. Okay, that's what they're doing, keeping the sensors in your machines and trying to analyze the machine. That is, whether it is going to fail, whether any part, machine will have many parts, no, any part is going to fail or machine is going to fail, or any such things will come to know before only, or maybe sometimes already machine has fault. Where is the problem? If you have sensors, will identify where is the problem. Okay, and like this, what will happen? Machine downtime will be less. That is, the time when your machine is idle will be less, and all the time your industry work will be happening. Okay, so let's start today's topic. Okay, so first thing is machine diagnosis and prognosis. What is machine diagnosis and prognosis? In industry, you'll be having many machines. Diagnosis means detecting the problem after it occurs. Prognosis means prevention before it occurs. So can you see here, machine prognosis, okay, refers to predicting the performance of a machine. Okay, only if machine is working, it is not enough. Performance also is very important. Okay, otherwise what will happen? It will be very slow. Many computers will be there. Maybe if you consider a computer software company, if your computer is slow, work also will become slow. Same way in the industry. If those industrial machines performance is less, you will have, what will happen? Your work in the industry also will be slow. So what you can do is, you can if you use IoT, you can identify the performance of a machine, or if it is going to fail in the near future. Okay, and whereas machine diagnosis, what it will do, there are two things, prognosis and diagnosis. Prognosis means, what will happen in prognosis? Prognosis means it will detect the problem before only. Diagnosis means after the problem has occurred, okay, it will identify cause of the problem. These two things you have to remember. Prognosis, predicting the performance or predicting the working of the machine before problem occurs. Diagnosis, after problem occurs, what is the cause of machine fault. Okay, and also these machines, how it will be, every machine, will it be a single part? Even if you consider your laptop, so many things are there, no? CPU will be there, CPU fan will be there, hard disk will be there. Okay, so recently my this laptop has spoiled, just still it is not corrected because some part has failed. If I was knowing, if I would be having a smart system which would diagnose that something is going to fail before only, I would my laptop will not be in a problem for so many days only. Now what has happened, now they are trying to do diagnosis. If before only I would do, it would be prognosis. Now already it has stopped working. So what I'm doing, I will diagnose. Okay, now the the service center people will diagnose what is the cause of machine fault. If I would do prognosis, maybe my hardware replacement would be not there, and I would also have the laptop to work with, and also my this, what is it, cost would be less. But now already it has happened. Hardware has to be replaced. Okay, cost will increase. Even if I don't have, see, now I'm using my sister laptop in a sharing basis. Okay, if I have to have my own laptop, I could work entire day. So these all problems will be there in your industry also. Industry machine, at least your laptop might be of 80,000, 70,000. Industry machines will be of lakhs. So if it will stop working, and also what work they are doing is of crores. Okay, if the machine stops, what will happen? That day's work, one day work will go, they'll have crores of losses. Okay? And also industry machine will not have one part, different parts. So if you use the IoT and monitor all this, then what will happen? Okay, you can correct the component before it fails. Even you will give your vehicles for servicing, right? Yes. Rahul has a two-wheeler. Who has two-wheeler here? Bharat has two-wheeler. What he'll do? He will not only use it again and again. He will 3 months once or 4 months once. He'll give it for servicing. Why he'll give for servicing or oil change? Because he will not wait till it stops. He will take the precautions so that his vehicle will not stop. Okay. So to do that in IoT, always remember what we require: sensors. Okay. So sensors will be there. What we can do, sensors in machine can monitor the operating conditions, such as what it will monitor in the machine: temperature and vibration levels. So every sensor will not see everything. So yesterday we saw IoT sensors in agriculture. What we were seeing there? We were seeing what all things we were measuring. Yes, moisture level. Okay, then temperature, humidity. But in machine diagnosis and prognosis, we are monitoring operating conditions such as temperature and vibration level. Remember, next. So the sensor, what they'll do, always your sensor will measure the data. Okay. So after measuring the data will be either sent to cloud or centralized system. Okay. And then what we'll do, we have to analyze. Only collecting data, no use. If only I'll take your marks and keep it, no use. I should analyze who is going to top this time, who is going, how many will fail this time. Okay, if I'll come to know before only how many will fail, before only I can train that student properly so that he will not fail in this exam. Okay, so same way I can collect the data from the machine. Okay, then store it in the cloud, analyze it, and then get to know if any harm is going to happen to that machine or machine parts. If it is going to happen, then I have to take the corrective measures before it happens. But once it has happened, I can't help. I have to just see what is the cause of the fault. Okay, then CBR is there, case-based reasoning. Okay, is commonly used method to find solution to new problem based on past experience. So there is one method, okay, they use in industry, that is case-based reasoning. So any problem will occur. Okay, how they'll find the solution? Based on past experience. Okay, maybe if someone is repairing laptop continuously, what will happen? Okay, so he'll come to know, maybe from years he is correcting the computer. So any noise also he will hear, maybe he'll understand whether maybe now my laptop is making a noise. So I can understand there is some problem in fan or hard drive. Okay, because such noise will come from only these two things. Okay, like that only, based on previous past experience. Okay, these in industry they can tell you. That method is known as case-based reasoning. Okay, and because based on past case, they will identify what is the problem. Okay, so we'll just see one more video to get a clear picture of this. So how we can create a smart factory? Just
This is Jim. He is a manufacturer and owns a manufacturing plant.
so
His
this
plant
guy
has
is
many things at
manufacturing
one
it.
place, such as the supply chain and chain in the back office.
All these things generate lots and lots of data, like transactional data, ERP data, CRM data, and public data. These are all the things together which empower and enable his employees to connect with customers and business partners. Now, even though Jim's factory looks well equipped, he still faces several challenges. During the production process, machines stop working frequently without any notice. Or sometimes the control system gets many errors.
See, during production, can you see machine is getting
Even when
failed?
Jim gets a lot of data, he cannot use it to predict the outcomes he wants. So, what could be the solution for Jim's problems? SoftWeb's IoT solution.
See what they're telling, his machine, he's a manufacturer, okay, this guy. So even when he is collecting lot of data, but he is unable to predict. Can you tell why? He's unable to predict the failure, though he's collecting lots of data. Can you tell why? Yes, can you tell why? Because he doesn't have a software to analyze. Only I'll use sensors to collect the data, it is not enough. What I need is a analysis software. Okay, that's what they're telling.
Solutions are the best option for Jim to overcome these challenges. Whether it's a machine failure, it's in control systems,
So all this machine can analyze.
results from the data. Let's see how these IoT solutions can help Jim and his team. The Internet of Things, IoT, starts with the things installed in the manufacturing plant, the things that matter most to his business. The first step is adding sensors throughout the factory.
He is adding
In
the
this production
sensors.
unit, IoT systems can help in monitoring production flow in real time to eliminate waste and unnecessary work in inventory production with the help of the sensors installed in the conveyor belt. All the data gathered by the sensors is sent to the cloud database.
See how data is collecting via sensor and sending for analysis.
Engineers, production-based maintenance, communication, output, machine failure. IoT can also help manage machines remotely. Settings to save energy and reduce costs. Sensors, operations managers can see the production process and recommend adjustments to manage operational costs using data visualizations. From the usage patterns of multiple company to reach skilled service management resources for predictive maintenance, minimize equipment failures, and reduce service costs. With all these solutions, Jim can now tap into data with IoT dashboards and uncover actionable intelligence. He can also modernize how he does his business. IoT is a combination of sensors, cloud infrastructure, data analytics, and visualizations that helps you create a smart manufacturing unit. To know more about how we can help your business,
Yes, you can mute yourself. Okay, so what you saw in this video, Jim and his team, Jim is a manufacturer. What was happening to him? He was collecting a lot of data, but he could not do anything. So what he did, he installed lot of sensors. Lot of sensors were already there. Okay, to collect the data, he was collecting a lot of data, but to you make a use of that, what he had to do, he had to have a analysis software. Okay, and then which will tell me what is going to happen, in the industry. Okay, after analysis, what will happen? Yes, what was that? Visualization, analysis was there. Okay, sensors were there, cloud data was there. One more was visualization. What do you mean by visualization? It is, you should also be able to see, right? Yes or no? Simply I'll use this smart band. Assume smart band, 10,000 steps are over. Okay, so it will not give me alert, or if it will not tell me anything, how many calories burnt, everything, it is waste. No, simply it will tell me today you did 5,000 steps, today you did 10,000 steps. It should tell me, okay, how much, at what intensity I did, okay, at what heart rate I did, and what is the calorie burnt. Then only it will be useful. And to tell that, it should display somewhere. Okay, that is nothing but visualization. In the industry, graph format they will send it. Okay, so that is nothing but visualization software. So any doubts in machine diagnosis and prognosis? You people are listening, or you don't have doubts? I feel sometimes you people are there on. continue. So this is about the one application, that is prognosis and diagnosis. Okay. At last, I'll show you how they do predictive, that is prognosis also. One video I'll show at the end about prognosis. Before that, I'll tell you what is indoor air quality monitoring. So in an industry or a factory, industry is nothing but a factory. Okay. So it's very essential to monitor the indoor air, which are what we can breathe, what we breathe. Yes. Do you breathe carbon dioxide? Yes. Oxygen. We need only oxygen. We will take in oxygen. We will release carbon dioxide. So anything apart from that is very harmful for us, like carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, nitrogen dioxide, okay, nitrogen oxide. These all will cause us harmful health problems. Okay, serious health problems it will cause. So people at least in the factory might be working day and night. Laborers at least will work for so much time. Okay. So what you can do is IoT based gas monitoring system. If you have a IoT based gas monitoring system, it will monitor what is the air quality in your factory, and it will alert you if it is going above the threshold. There will be a threshold. Threshold is the maximum limit. Okay. So one threshold will be there. Below that, okay, maybe gases are there. It is not harmful. Above that, it will go, means above that threshold, it will go. What will happen? There is harmful, it is very harmful for the health. Okay. So wireless sensor network based on IoT can identify hazardous zones so that corrective measures can be taken to ensure proper ventilation. Sometimes little, maybe this is my threshold. Below this, gases are there, carbon dioxide and all, it is allowed. Above this, maybe high level, it is not. Maybe it is just has reached here. Okay, just above the level, then you can open the windows and all, and then prevent those. At least based, you will come to know where is the level. Every time you need not call some this hazard people. Okay, if it is just above the level, you will come to know. You can, if you open the windows, then the problem will be solved. Okay, so this is the diagram showing you. See, so many gases are there in the industry, in the indoor. There, and there is a IoT system. Okay, again IoT means there means network will be there. Usually internet network will be there. Okay, sensors will be there. All those will be connected via this internet. Okay, sensors will be there. Analysis software will be there. Okay, visualization software will be there. Cloud, okay, database will be there. All those things will be there. So today what all we have seen? Yes, two things we have seen. One is, okay, how that is, we started with IoT application in industry. Two application we have seen. One is machine diagnosis and prognosis. Another is indoor air quality. Just I'll show you a video. Okay. After that, I'll continue with the quiz. That is, I'll show you a video how a predictive maintenance can be done. That is how prognosis is done. One software they have built. Okay, like this, you also can start building your IoT systems. Okay. See, this is a project of some students. This is all, these are also students like you. They have done a project. So what they're doing, they are using some sensors and they have a database. This is visualization. See, they're displaying it in the form of graph. Temperature they're recording, and it is recording in database. Okay, and This is how they implement. They have all the data in their database. They're just taking temperature. Okay. Day and time wise, they're measuring. This is visualization. It is coming in the form of graph so that you'll understand it properly. See what they are considering, temperature above 29 and below 34, they are considering as the condition. Okay, that is normal for the application. Again, for your application, it will be different. It depends. Okay, what is how much? If you're seeing now, she is doing a project on temperature data. If you are collecting some data, you can tell how much threshold is allowed and what is hazardous. So it will alert, it seems like this via message. You can also send alert to mobile. So this page will be constantly updating and refreshing for every 2 seconds, it seems. So see, she's also, just now I showed you a video, right? There are also some students. Okay. So what they're doing is they have done one software to measure the temperature, and for them temperature is above this, that is below 29 or above 34, it is normal. Between that is normal. Between 24 to 34, it is abnormal. So when constantly that web page will be seeing the temperature, and if anything, it will alert the user. Any doubts you have? You understood that? Any doubts you have? And one question, the important question will come from here. Explain IoT application in industry, or they might ask you for 5 marks. Explain machine diagnosis and prognosis, or explain indoor air quality monitoring. Okay. So machine diagnosis means identifying the cause of problem after it has occurred. Prognosis means prevention before it occurs. Okay. And what is your indoor air quality means? There are poisonous gases in the air. So to avoid that, we need indoor air quality. Okay. Just we'll see how much you have understood. We'll solve a quiz. So I answer this quiz. Okay. So first question, can you see? Can you see the questions?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I thought you are not able to see. So first question is, machine prognosis refers to dash the performance of a machine. Predicting, monitoring, analyzing, none of the above. For what it is? It is prognosis is prediction. Okay, right. Next is machine diagnosis refers to determining the cause of machine fault. It is true or false?
True.
True. It is used to identify cause. Then industrial machine have a small number of components. They have components or they are
False.
true it is. They have no
Small
small
False,
number
ma'am.
means, okay, you can tell false. They have some components, but they're not very less, they are many. Then sensors in machine can monitor what?
Both of them. Ma'am,
Both temperature and vibration level. Then cloud-based storage and analytics can help in dash of the massive scale machine sensor data. What is
All
that?
of them.
Storage.
All storage. Okay, can help in
Collections.
dash of the massive scale. Okay, they can help in storage. Okay, they can help in the next is dash is a commonly used method that finds solution to a new problem based on past experience. What is that?
Case-based reasoning.
That is CBR, case-based reasoning. First one. Next, monitoring indoor quality in the factories is an important for dash of the workers. Why?
Both of them.
Both of them.
What is a toxic gas in this? Carbon monoxide, nitrogen monoxide, or nitrogen
All
dioxide?
of them.
All of them. Leaving oxygen,
NO2.
all are hazardous on the forest. DAS sensors are used in IoT-based gas monitoring system.
All.
All are used. Okay. Next, the indoor air quality can vary in different locations. True or false? True. Based on the location, it can vary. So any doubts you have? Today we have studied about IoT application in industry. Okay, 2 applications we have seen, machine diagnosis and